Hi, my name is Carmen López-Clavero. I'm a program manager at the Private Sector Collaboration and ICT unit at SIDA. What we do at this department, we probably, and as the name says, is that we're working with the private sector because we feel in Sweden and the Swedish government that it's a key area or a key actor to play within development and to achieve development. We have 4 levels of areas that we work with the private sector. One is public-private development partnerships. Another instrument that we use to work with the private sector is innovative financing, looking at the role and SIDA as a guarantor and a loan giver to companies and enterprises, both at the large level but also at medium-sized level. But also we have other mechanisms looking at drivers for change, and that's really focusing at a global arena but also at the company level, looking at responsible business practices. That's also quite important. And another mechanism that we're working with the private sector is challenge funds. And that's also very important for us because that really focuses on the value chain of different types of companies and enterprises, social and environmental enterprises, and looking at from the startup and the pilot phase, we're supporting from that pioneer gap that we see in the market, but also for a more established level of companies and also for them to succeed and scale up. So we're really looking at the whole spectrum of companies that we're supporting. But we see companies not as a project, but actually as an enabler of development. So that's why it's key for us as an actor to work for the sustainable development goals and achieving them. So that's why we focus on private sector. For SIDA, we feel it is very important to focus on entrepreneurs, and social and environmental entrepreneurs in particular are key drivers for economic development. And if we see that we want to achieve the sustainable development goals, we need to use the private sector and these entrepreneurs as the catalyst for economic development. So investing in this type of enterprises is key for development. I think thank you for your question. I think it's very important. What we see, or in a personal way to define it, is that they're raw diamond. They have so much potential. There's so many wonderful ideas and innovative ideas and creative that are coming out of Africa, and the potential is enormous. The challenge that we see is the lack of support for startup and initial ideas and how to make them into a reality. So that's where we're also investing in those pioneers to help them, that raw diamond, to really make it, sort of a beautiful thing moving forward and promote innovation that way. I think for us, for SIDA's perspective, it was really important or really interesting also to partner with the SEED initiative, and particular in this symposium, because we feel that SEED and the SEED initiative has something that we really value, that is working at 3 levels, both at the grassroots with the innovators and the social entrepreneurs from the grassroots level that are really anchored in the communities, to a regional level and a policy level at an international. So really this 3 level of intervention, we really, I think, it matches our sort of purposes and our goals, and we see how effective it has been, the work that SEED has been doing over the years, and that's why we wanted to partner together. I think laughter, partnerships, I think a key word. I think that it's been repeating every day, the co-creation and partnerships and working together and how we can learn together. I think that for me was a really interesting discussion that we've had over the past 2 days, and how we can create together from the different ecosystem components and partners of this ecosystem, from the donor side, from the entrepreneurs, from the private sector, and also from the investors, how we can all come together in the same room and talk about the same things that interest us, have a common purpose. And I think that's something that I think it's been really interesting, how we've all come at the same level and talked about the same issues that we want to address together.